Hello and welcome back to another character preview video. My name's Lumen and today we're having a look at Wildgate. Wildgate is a crew-based PvP multiplayer shooter that blends tactical ship-to-ship combat with fast-paced first-person action. Evade deadly environmental hazards, search for powerful weapons and ship upgrades, and be the first crew to escape with the artifact. Or the last crew left flying. Yeah, so this kind of looks like a match-based Sea of Thieves but in space, which is amazing. And it also has some pretty cool looking characters called Prospectors and ships and all sorts of other goodies, which is why this video exists. I've been thoroughly impressed by what I've seen. I love the idea of this game. I love the style. Pretty much everything here, from the ships to the weapons to the characters themselves. The game just oozes fun. I love the color. There is so much in this that I'm a big fan of. The character designs, some of the favorite to me from the past who knows how long. Let's check it out. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Wildgate, you can find some links below, and as always there will be timestamps. Use them, find what you're looking for and leave satisfied. We're going to jump straight in here and start looking at the Prospectors because I'm super keen. Yeah. They all have strengths and weaknesses. It's a team-based game. So you put your team together, you cover those weaknesses, you enhance those strengths, you win your matches. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. If only it were that simple. Yeah. I've played a few matches. Everyone's already a pro gamer in this. You can't see my face. But pain becomes me. And shame. That too. This is Venture. They are an explorer. And a robot. So one of their passes is that they don't require oxygen. It's pretty fantastic, actually. I love their jacket, by the way. I just love their jacket. I don't know, man. They're an explorer, so they regenerate health faster outside of their spaceship. Then they have a teleport reload, so they recharge weapons and equipment every time they teleport back to their ship. And it happens all the time. Anytime. You can do it instantly. It's a fantastic passive. But you can sort of get the idea of what kind of playstyle the characters have just by looking at the passives and abilities that they have. I'll show you what I mean. This is Sammo. He's called the Ship Defender. Don't let that name fool you. No, I'm joking. He defends the ship. It's amazing. So, big on. Heal 100% after blasting a Prospector. Only works on his ship. Then the Quiet. See players through walls at 30 meters. Only works in his ship, which is, by the way, straight up wall hacks, and it's amazing. I've played as this guy before. And then Large Frame, 20% more health. Luckily, that's available everywhere. What a fantastic looking design, by the way. So like when you look at his side profile, you think like, ooh, that's a majestic looking lion. But when you look at it from this angle, you think to yourself, oh, cute little bunny rabbit or something like that. It's awesome. I dig it. Such a cool character. Again, unlike anything I've ever seen before. Next up, we have Ion. He's a boarder. He has battering ram, melee attacks, damage ship parts. He does double melee damage, which is nuts, and one hit defeats enemy prospectors. Like, what the hell, right? Then he has 4 arms. You may have realized these skinny, dangly ones at the back here. He reloads a stowed weapon in 1 second. It's crazy. Also the first character that needs to be unlocked using one of the adventures. But you can see that you just need to get level 1 on the adventure to unlock him. Which is easy peasy. Doesn't take long. Not too hard to jump into. We'll look at the adventures in a little bit. You can use the timestamps if you'd like to jump there right now. Next up, however, Mophs. I love this guy. So cool, dude. He's a boarder as well. He has camouflage. Turn invisible when outside the ship. He's revealed by firing, equipment, or interactions. And he's only partially visible at 8 meters. He has wings, as you may have seen. And so he flies 30% faster. You do a lot of flying in this game. Most of the characters use things like jetpacks or grapples to move around. And this guy, he's got wings. Small frame makes that he has 20% less health. So you'll notice that there are certain passives here that you will see sort of on multiple characters. They'll pop up there because they just make sense. You know, there won't be only one large frame character. as an example. There probably won't be only one small flame character. And some of the other bits and pieces that you have on some of these other ones, they might also, once again, resurface on different characters, which I really like. I think it's a pretty fantastic idea, because they can set up a nice pool of them, and they can, once again, have an easier time having players distinguish between them. So that's Mophs. Love the way they look. Love the idea of it. Awesome. Unlocked by reaching level 1 in the Glory adventure. And here we have Sal. They're an engineer. They have a custom multi-tool, and the multi-tool bounces to hit a second repair target, which makes them excellent at maintaining the ship. They have salvage, which puts unwanted items in the ship processor. They get random items back, and sometimes invent weird devices. Not entirely sure what that is, but it sounds fantastic. Then they have robot body, which is also 20% more health, and no vulnerable location, which means there's no headshots. You're not stabbing this guy in the back or anything like that. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. They unlock by reaching level 1 in the knowledge adventure. And then, my friends, we have two teasers here. We have K, which we've got the little image for, and that's literally it. And we have Adrian, which we've once again got the little portrait for, and we're done. They look like they come from the same crew, or they are from the same city, or they have maybe something in common because of the hair color I'm seeing here. But otherwise, these two look like our sort of first two human prospectors. I find it very interesting that they decided to leave these to last, but I respect that as well. Yeah, give us the weird stuff first. I dig that. So, these two are coming soon. We will look forward to them greatly. Next up, what we're going to look at is the ships. So if we jump into the loadout again over here and we just back it up, then you will notice that each character you jump onto has a preferred ship. Now, it's not that they pilot the ship better. It's not that they are more adept, at anything concerning that. It's that the ship fits their playstyle. And, because of that, it's a better ship and a better fit for them. But there are currently 4 different ships you can choose from here. We have the Hunter. You can get a random name on it every time you jump in. It's a gunship. 80 health, 3 front guns, and faster shield down speed. Very cool looking vessel. There you go. And again, the awesome part about these ships is that they are full inside and out. Even when you're out there playing, think of it again like Sea of Thieves, where you have the ship exterior, you have the deck of the ship, and then you also have the interior. You have the captain's cabin in there. You would have on the larger vessels a whole lot of room underneath, and it's all inhabitable by players. It's all explorable, and it's all exploitable. That's the most important part. So this is the Hunter, and it does what it says. It hunts. This one's the Bastion. You can see it has more health. It has guns in all directions. The most of the doors on the ship are secure, not all of them. And it gives you a free security device as well. However, there are some downsides that you will not see quite as easily. The ship is a little less wieldy. You can't really move it around quite as quickly. But it's called Bastion. It's a tank, dudes. It's a tank. Then there's the Privateer. This guy's got 120 health. Gun deck with 6 turrets, which is just nuts. Projectiles fire at 2 times velocity. So it's pretty obvious what this guy's for. This one's for ship-to-ship combat, and it's pretty good at it. Then we have the Scout. This is the fastest one. Health, 90. Max speed, 30% extra. Turn speed, 20%. Afterburner, 50% duration. This one doesn't have a whole lot in terms of protection. They don't say it there, but you can see there's 2 turrets on the front, and then there's one on the rear. Not all that much going on here, and I'm sorry if I make any mistakes with any of the stuff. I realize that some of them, you guys might know this a whole lot better than me, but I'm just giving you a quick look at what's available, and there you go. You got the gunship, that's the Hunter. You got the Bastion, that's the secure ship. The Privateer, that's the battleship, and the Scout, which is the fast ship. That's it for the ships. Now, there's a few more loadout items that I think might interest you. There's a bunch of weapons, and they are very cool. Awesome designs, fun to use. they are not just straightforward militaristic style rifles and pistols. There's actually fun and interesting and crazy stuff here. You got the AIM-E, that's a heat-seeking bullet gun. It has a 3-round burst that tracks enemies. That's like a pistol-y kind of thing. The MK2 blaster, which is a full auto military rifle, accurate at range. It's your basic starter weapon, I think. The beam rifle, which is a sniper weapon, long range, charges up, bonus damage with the last part of the beam. So if people stand still and get hit by it, or if you can track them, it does more damage. Then we have the Doctor, which is a healing beam. It auto-locks, heals allies, alternates fire damage, alternate fire damages enemies. So it's like got a little beam that zaps them. Then we have the Surefire, which is a sidearm. One shot at a time, and it fires as fast as you can click, basically. It's sort of like, I hate to say it, but like the wingman, like the revolver of this game. Then we have Sidelong, which is a sideways blaster, 2-meter wide projectile, and they pierce cover. So it's much easier for hitting, but it does quite a bit less damage. And Sonic Boom, it fires 3 large projectiles, short range, and shot spread at a distance. The Painter, it's a rapid fire goo gun, it shoots very fast, so much ammo, inaccurate. Fantastic. I love that they don't take it seriously, man. It's just, this is fun, you know. Then the Double Whammy, that's a rocket launcher. It damages ships, but it may cause fires, which is good and bad, by the way. It's good and bad. And you can equip 2 of those. Then for the items, we have the energy armor over here, which is a passive. It gives you a defensive field, and it's quite useful. Extra ammo, that explains itself. That means that when you go out on little expeditions, when you go out to find relics, when you go out to board enemy ships, you'll have extra ammo with you. You'll be able to stay out there longer. There's a blast can. It's an explosive grenade. 3 charges, bounces once, short delay, area damage. Then we have the sensor trap, which is a hidden trap that you put down. 2 charges, traps enemies that step in it, sounds an alarm when sprung. Foam can. It's an anti-fire grenade. This is more your defensive stuff right here. 3 charges, explodes on impact, puts out fires, damages and slows enemies. Then we have the Fix-It robot. It's a repair drone. 2 charges, heals nearby ship systems, and remains for a short period of time. These are very useful. Attack drone, 2 charges. It's a killer robot, damages enemies, and remains for a short period of time. They can obviously be shot, by the way, both the attackers and the defenders. Then we have the fire can over here. That's a fire grenade, basically. Cool display on it, by the way. I love the model that they made. 3 charges, explode on impact, and it makes quite a large area of fire. A flash shield, which is 1 charge, and it makes you invulnerable for 1 second. I don't exactly know how this all works. I think it puts a physical shield on the ground that you can hide behind and shoot from, but I don't know. It doesn't just last for 1 second. Drill charge. It's an old mining device. 1 charge, attaches to ship systems and damage over time. It's like you throw it onto the enemy ship systems and it drills into their ship. Then there's a Thunder Dash, which is a speed boost. 2 charges, propels you forward, creates a blast of smoke. A rock. Yes, it's a rock. The rock has 3 charges. I don't know how that works, but you get to throw the rock. Yeah. And then a shield wall, which is 2 charges, places a wall that stops projectiles. So this seems similar to me to this flash shield. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But they look cool. And yeah, there they are. There they are. You get to take 2 of those with as well. On all the characters. I'm not sure if some of them, I'm pretty sure some of them will have a different size, like inventory that you'll get, but I don't know. Next up, however, a pretty interesting part, the adventures. So these are called Origins, and they are sort of like, and I hate to say this because it's not the greatest thing to mention in a game before it's even out, but they're sort of like mini battle passes. I'm sorry, it's just the way that this has sort of been ingrained in my skull at this point, is whenever there's a progression line like this, where you level through a line of goodies that you unlock, it's a battle pass, okay? Thanks, Fortnite! But it's like a mini battle pass that you play through that has 2 chapters, and on the very first level you unlock the character of that pass. So as an example here for these Origins, Glory gives you Mophs, and I do like that it gives you a little bit of lore for each of the characters here. I want to talk more about that, and I will in just a moment once we've finished looking at the Origins over here. But what it does is, basically, it gives you first the character once you've done that very first level. Then you can keep playing through here and you can unlock a bunch of cosmetics and then other goodies. As an example, you can unlock the rock. then you can unlock some skins for some weapons. You can unlock some weapons and more cosmetics, more goodies, more stuff. Same thing for the others. However, as you may have seen, some characters were already unlocked by default. As you can see over here, then you don't get the character first, you get something else. Here you get the attack drone, and then it moves on to cosmetics for that character, and the rest of the stuff is themed towards that character. Right? So Wonder is themed towards Venture. You get goodies for Venture in this track. Then we have Hope. This is themed towards Sammo, and it has all his goodies in. There's chapter 1 and there's chapter 2. Danger. This gives you Ion right at the start, and a few other extras. What the hell, man? There's chapter 1 and chapter 2, and then Knowledge, which gives you Cell, and all these goodies over here. I love the idea of this. The way it works again is you click the one you want, you set as active, and you just let it roll. You play the game, and over here you complete daily missions. You get experience by finishing games, and yeah, you unlock the stuff. That's it. That's how it goes. I would like to say I'd love to see more lore in here. I'd love to see a story that unfolds chapter by chapter for the characters. Don't overload us with lore, but I'd love to learn more about these characters that we're busy unlocking. I'd love to see more artwork for them, hear more cool voice lines or dialogue, get bits and pieces of their background, and as you go through these chapters, you can sort of fill out the blanks, and by the end of it, you can be intimately knowledgeable about the chosen character, and you can unlock a bunch of cool stuff for them. I think it's nice if you combine the goodies that you get in this battle pass with the lore of the character that the battle pass has been made for. I don't know if that's perhaps already the idea, because there is a little bit of lore in each of these, but it would be cool. This is my quick and dirty take on what I'd like to see, because a lot of these characters look so damn interesting that I really want to know more. I want to know what they're about, where they came from, what they are. I think we should start with the basics here, of course, on some of these characters. But yeah, it's a cool system, and I think that this is where we're really going to be watching to see if this all remains ethical, right? This is going to be the point of contention right here. Let's hope so. I believe in these guys, and I believe you guys believe too. So let's all just believe together. All right, we'll make a little belief ring, and we'll take it from there. All right? Deal. Pinky promise. I'm holding my pinky out. Just hold your pinky out. Do it. All right, good. We've done it. Now we're going to move on. Sorry, that was a little awkward and weird. It's not me, it's you. Now we're going to move on to customize. This is pretty much everything for each of the characters that's available. There's not a huge amount. I want to preface this by saying there's not a lot of skins here. There's not a lot of cosmetics and stuff like that. Understandably, I think that it's better if they are polishing the bones of the game to make them shiny and fun, instead of adding a bunch of, like, you know, flashy cosmetics, because that's not where their priority should be right now. We're still going to look, though. We're just not going to judge. So for Venture, we're going to jump in here first. You'll see there's outfits, voice lines, emotes, and sprays. The sprays, I'll show you on each of the characters, but they are the same. So just know that. For the outfits, simple recolors. Although some of them are not that simple, because this one's yellow and it looks way cooler. I'm sorry. There you go. I've said it. Okay. I've said it. I've said it. But they are basically just recolors. So there's no fancy skins yet. These are all common, as you can see. There'll probably be better variations, like epic and legendary skins at some point down the line. They're not here yet. Then we have voice lines.
Hello, viewers. We are live. Hello, viewers. What a scientific curiosity. We are
There
live.
you go.
Hello, viewers.
Emotes. Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh. That's pretty cool. And then the sprays. There you go. Cool. Alright, so that's it for Venture. Now we're going to move on to Sammo. As with Venture, Sammo does not have all that much in terms of interesting skins. It's just a bunch of
I
recolors.
sense your competence. Wisdom finds those who seek it. I sense your competence.
That's basically it. Emotes. It's called Shake. There you are. Because of course. And then the sprays are the same. Right. Ion. Recolors. It's just recolors. Again, good thing, right? It's a good thing. We don't want them spending all their time on the skins.
Seems risky. Let's go. Was that supposed to be hard? Seems risky. Let's go.
I like this guy's voice a lot. Oh, here's my favorite one. There you go. Excellent. Dude's got a really big torso, doesn't he? Fantastic. Alright, and then the sprays once again. We're looking at these sprays about 100 times. Mophs. Moph's cute little vest gets changed, and that's it. You're just changing the cute little vest. I'm sorry, Mophs. I know. But it's a cute little vest.
I need a sidekick. Interested? Next time, ask a hero. Ahem. Like me.
Yeah, he's full of himself. Emotes. It's cute, man. Okay, I know it's not supposed to be cute, but I like it. It's cute. My little bat owl. I'd probably play this guy. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe also Cell. Cell's also nice. Okay, here we go. Probably the most impactful skins here, because they color the most of it.
Engineers don't just fix things. You know, the multi-tool might be my best invention.
Uh-huh. Get off my ship! That's what it's called. And then, once again, there you go. So that's it for the Prospectors and their skins. Here we have the ship skins. Things get a little more interesting here because they have common and rare skins, as you'll see as we jump through here. They have some two-toned skins with sort of very basic patterns on them. I like it. Yeah. I like it. And then you can also unlock or choose more ship names. So it's like you get to pick one that you like, and they've basically made a bunch that are not too offensive. They're not going to ruffle too many feathers. I like filthy thieves. Gamma Gang's the one from the trailer, right? I think so. Glass Cannon, Icarus. You can sort of telegraph what you're going to do. But there's a bunch of different names here. We're not going to go through those every time. And each of the ships has their own skins, obviously, as you will see over here. Ship names, same as before. Lots of different choices. I like the idea. I mean, I've played a few games where they let you choose your player name, like your call sign like that, and that's fine too. It's totally okay. It works. If you give players enough choices, it works. And, I mean, the ship name, they are basically asking for trouble if they let you name your ship anything you want, right? So, I get it. I get why they'd rather go with preset names. If they can keep expanding on those, then that's pretty cool. In terms of the skins, yeah, they're okay. Ship skins are okay. Same as on all the others. There you go. Ship names. Then we have weapon skins. This is something that is not available for each of the weapons, as you'll see. They are quite cool and they're quite impactful, but I'm going to go through them pretty quickly because they are just weapon skins. I realize that a lot of people really love this game so far and are really passionate about this game and will consume any content for this game. So there's probably a chance that there's someone out there who specifically came to this video for weapon skins. I'm not going to shame that guy, and I'm not going to sort of, you know, rule out the fact that there might be a sort of minor interest in it. So here you go. There it is. However, it's definitely more interesting looking at fireworks. So here we go. Trusty old nebula. Confetti cannon, rainbow. It's okay, I guess. Jolly Roger, moon. Yeah. Skull and crossbones. Peace sign, comet. Triple heart, rainbow. And then willow, comet. It's pretty nice. And then finally, player cards. This is them right here on the side. It's cool. Yeah. And that does bring us to the end of what's available in the game right now. I love it. I love everything that's here. I think that they have done a pretty phenomenal job. The guys at Moonshot Games have nailed down a style, and I think more importantly, a feeling that can carry this whole project that I think most people resonate with. It's great work. Awesome. I personally love it, and I cannot wait to see more and play more. The characters specifically, which is the reason videos like this get made by me, are great. You know, it's like the most amazing mashup of sci-fi and fantasy, and I think that if they give us enough opportunities to make them our own, then we're just going to have a lot of fun with it, you know? And to me, again, I would love if they tell the stories a little bit, if they spend a little bit of time telling us a bit more about the characters, getting us into the world, you know? It would be cool if there was at some point like a campaign that you could play through that would also reveal more about the characters, the backstories, the reasoning behind everything we're doing. It'll be cool. But overall, man, I'm so impressed, thoroughly impressed by everything that's here. And I mean like the lot of it. The visuals, the characters themselves, the setting, all the goodies along with the ships and stuff like that. Even the music and the sound and stuff is just perfect. I love it. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys what you think as well. Let me know. Which characters of the two secret ones are you most looking forward to, or are your favorites already in? Or what would you like to see down the line? Because they've probably got a bunch more that have already been lined up for this. Yeah, let me know. You can, as always, check back here soon for more. Give this video a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. You can find my links below, my coffee page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. And hey, yo, happy chasing the artifact, dudes. Happy that.